all right. This is going to be IXL T2 or UYU is the little code for it. So I'm going to do a couple of examples with you for the IXL. You can pause it, rewind it, slow it down, whatever is easiest to help you. All right, so it wants you to write the inequality in slope-intercept form. Okay, so the first thing that we have to try to figure out is what is slope-intercept form? So in order to determine this, slope-intercept form is, why is it grabbing? I just went to draw. There we go. Okay, sorry. So slope-intercept form is y and then an inequality mx plus b. You're probably used to seeing it with an equal sign, which is fine too. But for this, we're making inequalities. So your inequalities could be any of these options. So it's just y inequality mx plus b. So the y is by itself. So let's look at this one. And we need to get y by itself. So we have 4x minus y, oops, that's not an equal sign. Look at me go. I'm already doing equal signs, is less than negative 13. Okay, so in order to get y by itself, we need to do a couple things. So there's the same steps every time. So it's move x. Second step is divide number in front of y. I'm so sorry for my bad handwriting. It's this tablet. All right, so let's try it. Move x. So what that means is over here, the x is on this side, but on y equals mx plus b, it's on the right. So we need to get rid of 4x. So how we can do that is subtract 4x from both sides. And these end up canceling. So I'm just going to bring straight down negative y is less than. Now, we have negative 13 and negative 4x. So the first thing in our mind is to ask, are they like terms? And they're not. One has an x attached to it and one doesn't. So because they're not like terms, I can't combine them. So the only thing I can do is write them next to each other. But the order really doesn't matter. So I know up here that the mx, or the number with the x right behind it, goes first. So I am going to go ahead and skip a step and write negative 14x plus negative 13. If you wrote minus 13, that's perfectly fine too. It's the same thing. Okay, I just wrote them next to each other. You can't combine them, can't do anything. Now I have to divide the number in front of y. Well, the number in front of y is actually a cute little -1. So I have to divide every single thing by -1. Now, little trick here, and this is super duper important. I'm just going to put pretty stars here. And this is what those stars mean. If you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to flip the sign. And I can explain why you flip the sign if you want to, but basically you have to flip the sign. I mean, I will explain. So let's look at this. Ready? So if I have -6 is less than -2. This is a true statement. -6 is less than -2. But what if I divide both sides by -1? -6 divided by -1 is 6. -2 divided by -1 is 2. Now, is 6 less than 2? No. So because I'm divided by negative, that is why we have to flip the sign. All right, so let's go here. So we do have to flip our cute little sign. So we have y, flip your sign. -4 divided by -1 is 4. And -13 divided by -1 is 13. Other students have just done it one at a time, or some students just recognize that if you divide by -1, everything changes. So if it's negative, it goes to positive. So that is, some students remember it that way. But the important thing here is to flip the sign. All right, let's do one more example. I'm going to do a draw. All right, So write the following inequality in slope-intercept form, which is y something mx plus b. But this, we're having something in the way of the equal sign. All right, remember our 2 steps? Move x, divide the number in front of y. Move x, divide the number in front of y. So I'm going to move x by getting rid of that 19x on the left side. It needs to be over here. So I have negative y inequality. Again, you can write 16 minus 19, or sorry, you can write 6 minus 19x if you'd like, but I already know that the number with x needs to go first. So I'm just going to skip the step and write it just like that. And then I'm going to divide everything by, forgot my x, everything by -1. That's my little star. It reminds me to flip my symbol. So now it's going to look like that. This 19 turns positive, this 6 turns negative. And that is my final answer. This is a lengthy process and you are going to see it. So if it's something that needs practice, then just rewatch this video. It's more than happy to help you.